excited, and I just can't hide it. I know, I can't say anymore, because I'll get a copyright strike from YouTube. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, The Baking Diva. I wish I could play this song because I am excited, but unfortunately I can't. So I wanted to come on here for a few minutes to celebrate my reaching over 8,000 subscribers. Yay! And it took me a while, trust me. I'm a small YouTuber, but it was not an overnight sensation. I think I've been doing this for about 6 years or so. But it's taken a lot of hard work, and I couldn't have done it without all of you. I remember when I started out, I was using an old iPhone. I didn't have very great lighting at all, and some of my older videos are thumbs down. They're not too good. But eventually, I practiced. I like to think I got better. I got a camera. And here I am. So I guess it paid off. But seriously though, I could not have done it without all of you. People don't realize that YouTube's not easy. I mean, for me, how did I come up with my name? Well, The Baking Diva. I've always loved to bake since I was young. Do party planning, you know, all those kind of things. But I've also always been a girly girl. I mean, I like makeup, skincare, clothes. That's just me. So when trying to come up with a YouTube channel name, I said, wait a minute, baking and a diva, but not a diva kind of way, a diva. So I decided to call myself The Baking Diva. And it works for me because I love to follow all the baking and the cooking channels, but at the same time, I follow all the ladies in the mature beauty community. So I get the best of both worlds, and I also get support from both of them. So I wanted to mention that. I wanted to say thank you for everyone that comes over to see my recipes, that loves to bake and cook, but also thank you for all the ladies that have been so supportive of me from the mature beauty community. I really appreciate it. I'm not going to mention anyone, but I know some of the gals, they've started supporting me 6 years ago, and they still stay with me, and they still come over and watch my videos and support my channel, so I really do appreciate it. I also want to say thank you to my hubby. When I started out, he was the cameraman, and he filmed most of my videos, but lately he's been having some health issues, and it's hard. He has a lot of pain in his back, and it's hard for him to stand and, you know, operate the camera. So I've been more or less working solo. However, my son is here, and since I started working with my green screen behind me, which I love, he'll set up the green screen for me before I start filming. So thank you to the hubby, Tim. Thank you to my son, Scott. And my grandchildren, my 4 grandsons, Jake, Aaron, Kyle, and Lucas. They have been on so many of my videos with me. They've been baking with me since they were little. And Lucas is the youngest. He's 11. The other 3, not so much anymore. They're all teenagers. I have the 4 grandsons. I have the oldest, Jake, who's 20. And I have Kyle, who is 18. He'll be 19 in July. And then there's my grandson, Aaron. He'll be 16 in May. And then the youngest is Lucas, who's 11. So many of you that have followed me know Lucas. He's quite a character, and he's been on some of my videos. So I want to thank all 4 of my grandsons for supporting me and helping me out with my videos. The older ones, not so much anymore. I think they're a little too cool to be in the videos now, but I'm working on it. So yeah, I'm really excited. Over 8,000 subscribers and onward to 9,000. But I did also want to mention that I'm a very small YouTube channel, and a lot of people think, oh, you're making so much money on YouTube. No, nada. I hardly make any money on YouTube because it's not really the subscribers that matter. It's the views. And before the pandemic, a lot of my videos were getting like thousands and thousands of views. And it just seems like since the pandemic, a lot of them have dropped down to hundreds of views. So when your channel is monetized, and many of the new YouTubers, I don't know if you realize this, but when your channel is monetized and they put ads on it, the money you make depends on how many views you get. So when the views drop, you don't get any money. So anyway, for those of you that are a little down in the dumps, because I know I've heard a lot of YouTubers saying the same thing, their views have dropped. Just hang in there. I'm hoping eventually they'll go back up. I know TikTok didn't really help because a lot of people prefer like 2 and 3 minute videos on baking. And I'm not really into that. I mean, they're fun to watch, but I like to go through the recipe step by step. And for a new baker or someone who's never tried the recipe, I like to show them and do an instructional video on how to make it. That's just a little something I wanted to mention. If you are a subscriber, I would appreciate watching the video. You can give me a thumbs up and make a comment, because that is the way YouTube promotes your videos. Otherwise, you end up sinking down into a big, dark YouTube hole and nobody can find your channel. So anyway, I am really, really excited today. When I saw those numbers change to the 8000, I was like, oh, I'm so excited. And I can't hide it. Ooh, 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 I love you. So anyway, I'm going to keep producing these videos for you. I try to incorporate a little fun in them sometimes, so they don't, they're not too dry. And it does take a lot of work. Anybody that's a content creator knows that. I mean, especially with baking and cooking, you have to have all your ingredients ready. If you don't have them, you have to go out and buy them. And then you have to make your video, and then afterwards you have to clean up your kitchen, and then you have to edit your video, which sometimes can take hours, and then load it onto YouTube. It really is a lot of work. So like I mentioned, the few dollars I make every now and then doesn't even pay for the ingredients I use to make the videos. But when I started YouTube, I really didn't start it to make money. I started it because I loved baking. And everybody used to say to me, why don't you go on YouTube? Because they would all ask for my recipes. And they'd say, well, why don't you just go on YouTube, put your recipes on there, and then we'll just go on there. And I thought, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. So I did start it because I enjoy it. I love baking. And if I was doing it for the money, I probably would have stopped a long time ago. And I've met so many good friends, wonderful people on YouTube. And like they say, well, how can you be friends with somebody you never met? Well, you can. Trust me when I tell you, you can. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I don't want to mention anyone because I don't want to leave anyone out. But I appreciate you. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't even have this channel. And I love you all. So, enough blabbing. I just wanted to come on and celebrate and say thank you to all of you, because if it wasn't for you, you're my subscribers. I wouldn't have reached over 8,000, and I probably wouldn't have a channel. So anyway, thank you all. Let's go on this journey together and help the diva reach 9,000. Okay, I will see you all very soon. Toodles! Yay!